my fellow page turners, welcome back to the channel. I'm Matthew, the man with a hat who reads. And yes, we are outside. You might recognize this place. I don't think I put the camera in the exact same place, but I was in this place for my Why I Love James Rollins review, and I had to do this video out here too because this might be one of the last times I'm able to come out here. I don't really know. The ground around this area that we live on has kind of been purchased and is getting made into a trail. So the trail is literally right up over the edge of this wall that we're against. I don't think they're going to touch this pit, but I don't know that for fact. So wanted to film a video out here again. I love the scenery here. And I'll even kind of maybe take you around the scenery a little bit when we're done. But why we're here to talk about an author. This is going to be kind of sort of review, kind of sort of talking about the author, kind of sort of a haul, I guess, however you want to look at it. I'm not exactly sure how to categorize this video. So recently, the local library in my town had decided they were able to raise the funds. They were going to bring in an author for like a speaking engagement / book signing. They were getting William Kent Krueger, very well-known New York Times best-selling author. I had never read him. His books are very popular around here, and I just had never gotten around to reading any of them, though they were always checked out from the library. So in late March, when I was off book shopping, which you're going to see that haul next week, I found one of his books called This Tender Land. This was at a thrift store. I had never read him before, but I thought, you know, if I'm going to ever read him, now would be the time. Since he's coming to town, I can hear him speak. I'm not going to go see him if I haven't read any of his books. So I broke my TBR plans and picked this one up in the middle of April and got it read. Well, I finished it like the 1st of May. I didn't quite get it finished in April, but I got it finished before he came to town. Guys, I loved this book so much. This was an easy 5-star read for me. I liked his writing style. I liked how he described things. It just, everything about it really worked for me. I loved this book so much. And if I wouldn't have liked the book, I probably wouldn't have gone and listened to him either. But I loved the book. So Sunday afternoon, I went down and saw him speak. And they had books available for sale that you could buy and stuff and get them signed. So I was like, okay, I don't know how long this is going to go. I got there early enough. I picked up a book of his, and he was signing a little bit beforehand. I thought, I'm going to get it signed now, just in case, because I had to go to work later on. I'm like, I don't know what kind of time I have. So I picked up another of his standalones. This is The River We Remember. And let me see if I can find it. It is signed and personalized to me. I've heard really good things about this one. I heard good things about This Tender Land, but someone I talked to that really liked This Tender Land actually thought this one was better. So I'm very excited to read this one at some point. I don't know when. But then, of course, he spoke, and I'll throw a picture up one side or the other. I'm not sure which way I'll put it, but he spoke for about an hour and took questions, and he did a Q&A afterwards, but talked about his writing process, how he became a writer, and just different things. And someone said in the Q&A about how his settings almost feel like a character in and of themselves. I'm like, okay, that makes it even more perfect to shoot in this place. But after he got done, I still had time, and I went back and bought a couple more. This is another standalone called The Devil's Bed. And yes, I picked these up, and then of course I had him personalize and sign those as well. So this one says, Be Very Afraid. I'm like, ooh, okay, I like the sound of that. He said this is more of a darker than he normally writes. I'm like, okay, I'm curious on that. And then I picked up the first in his Cork O'Connor mystery series. This is Iron Lake. And yes, this one is signed and personalized too. But I don't know what that means. Miquetch. But yeah, so a mini William Kent Krueger book haul. if these are anywhere as good as this Tenderland, I'm in for some real treats. He is becoming an author, I think, is going to be one I really enjoy. And I am excited to dive into more of his stuff. I think I'm going to try Iron Lake in June. I think that's my plan right now, is to stick that in my June TBR and continue on reading with him, because I really liked what I've read so far. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about with William Kent Krueger here. Really liked it. His storytelling was great. His speech was all great. Really enjoyed listening to him talk. Really just down to earth, nice guy. I mean, as far as you can tell by listening to someone for an hour. I don't. But yeah, really liked it. Really liked his books so far. Can't wait to read more of them. And I'd love to hear from you guys. Have you read any William Kent Krueger? Have you heard of the guy? I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts if you've read any of his stuff down below, and if there's any I should be like prioritizing. And then, like I said, I will kind of take a little walk around of this place one last time here before I leave, for what might be the last time. We'll see. I don't know. But I'd like to have the footage just because I can still then relive that memory. So thanks for watching, and until next time, keep turning pages. And in the meantime, enjoy the scenery as I walk us through this pit one more time.